Hello and welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider, the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside April Howdy. And Coach went on the road and you garner a split, which is always solid in collegiate or pro athletics, especially inside of conference.
Right.
I know you'd have liked to string that winning streak out a little bit more, but still, you get the split on the road.
Yeah, I mean, you say you kind of want to win at home, split on the road. That's always a good formula for success. However, in our conference, road teams are winning. So we know it's going to be hard to win no matter what. I mean, it's a very balanced conference this year. And, honestly, the win or the loss is not the overall focus. I think how we played. We played well Friday, and then we came out Sunday, honestly, flat, not a lot of energy, and didn't really play our style of volleyball. So whether we get that win or not, we're more concerned as a staff just how we came out to play that game. And, we're looking at what we did to prepare them, and maybe it wasn't enough, and get ready to go into this weekend, hopefully correct that.
Talk a little bit about Friday night, the 3-0 win down at Tulane. That was your 9th straight win. Kate Gibson got 10 kills. She hit 440, and that was a return to New Orleans for you guys after a year out of the league with Tulane. They come into the American this year.
Yeah, it was nice just to start it off and get a 3-0 victory, and it was a really short match, and so it was great to get the win and hit the road. So yeah, it was great. I was happy with it.
Just get out early lead in that first set and just maintain that momentum you had coming into the.
Yeah, we just talked right before the
Yeah.
confidence and things, and they don't have a lot. Tulane, they've lost
Right.
a lot of games, and they're not a bad team. They were a phenomenal team last year, and they have some really good players. But confidence, chemistry is such a huge part of our sport, and you have to have that. And so I think our team came in with it, and we really dominated the match. Whereas on the flip side, on Sunday, our confidence really went away quickly, which is surprising since we're 11-5.
Right.
We have a lot more wins than losses. So I'm not sure why it left so quick, but hopefully this week we can get it back against a really good Tulsa team Friday.
You had some big milestones in that match Friday night. Not only we talked about Kate Gibson getting 10 kills, hitting 440, but Veronica Zimmerman continues to move up the charts. Her 2,400th career assist. She got that in the first set. And then Alexis Wesley got her 500th career point.
Yeah, I mean, we're making some good benchmarks, and I think when we're able to run our system, you can see where the numbers are going up. I mean, overall this year offensively, we've had our best offensive year. I mean, I know we have a lot of season left than we've had in the last few years. We're still hitting, over 200 as a team, and we have benchmarks we know we need to be at if we want to be at the top of the conference. I mean, again, I don't try to ladle them with too many stats, but at the same time, stats do matter. And so we're putting ourselves in a position, at least we know we're in a spot to be able to be at the top. And again, Veronica is doing a great job this year distributing the ball and really trying to put us in a good position to win. And Alexis has had some key games. I think that when she comes out Friday and does that performance, then we kind of expect that every time. And so to come out, Sunday wasn't as good, wasn't as fresh for her. She kind of got doubled up on some blocks. And so we're like, we can still have you score even if another team's keying on you. And we know Kate has the ability to perform at that level, and she can just take over a match even as a freshman. And I think dealing with that expectation that it doesn't matter that you're a freshman, you have the ability to take over a game and just score at will. And we know that's a big part of our offense this year.
You fall 3-1 at Houston on Sunday afternoon. You've talked a couple times already today about confidence, and we talk about in athletics, every coach will, about how you can't let the physical affect the mental. And we've been playing a lot on the road lately, and maybe fatigue caught up, maybe got in their heads a little bit. It was
Right.
funny because you said you had the lead in that first set, and then something, as it clicks, when you get on a roll, it can click and kind of go in reverse on you as well.
Yeah, I mean, you could just sense it, like from the beginning. And that's where I said, to the girls, and that's my fault as a coach because I didn't prepare you enough. Players win, coaches lose. And if they didn't come in with the right mindset and the right energy, then that's on me. And we look back at maybe how we practiced on Saturday. And yeah, we had a 6-hour bus ride and have to get off and practice, but everyone has to do that. So excuses are a dime a dozen. We got to figure out a way to win. And looking back on it and what we can do to change, and we'll make the changes for the rest of the season because I'm not going to put ourselves in that position again.
Well, fortunately, you're back at home. It's going to be your conference openers for home matches this weekend. So at least you have a little time to get in the field house, practice, get your feet back up under you.
Yeah, and we play two very good teams. I mean, I'm going to be saying that every week on this show. Every week is good. Every match is good. And you could see it from this weekend. Everything's a battle. Every game in the conference, a lot of 5-setters or 4-setters or huge matches. So we know that it's going to be every single match, and you can't sit back. You can't, because those are the games that are come and bite you. And now we're on the flip side where those teams have to travel. I know Tulsa, unfortunately, has had some injuries, but they still have one of the best outside hitters in the conference. She's getting 35% of the swing. So we're going to hone in on trying to slow her down a little bit. But we know really it's still your side of the ball. I mean, there's so much in volleyball that's about what you're doing. And we'll take one game at a time. We know Tulsa's good, and obviously SMU is a phenomenal team. But we know we got to go Friday first and then put our focus on SMU after that.
2-game weekend at home, you always want to get that first one. That way your back's not against the wall on Sunday because, as you mentioned, SMU will be a big challenge.
Yeah, and I think that we're just looking at the film and trying to come up with the right game plan in order to slow down what they're doing. But I think we're a hard team to beat if we're doing what we should. And that's what we saw Sunday is we weren't. So we weren't that hard of a team to beat because we weren't playing on our side. So we can have all the game plans in the world, but it doesn't matter if you're not executing on your side of the ball. So we're really, I think still my philosophy is focus on what we are doing, how we can be better as a team, how we can instill our system, and that make teams have to combat us is what we want, instead of always feeling like we're on the defensive. So we're going to get back on track this week, 3 really good days of practice, and if we do that, we'll be in a good spot. You know, like I said, it's been a long season. We have 18 more conference games, and I think the winner of the conference, they might have 5, even 6 losses.
Right.
So we know that it's a long, drawn-out battle, and we got to be prepared every night.
All right, Coach. We'll see you this weekend at the Elmer Rowan Fieldhouse.
Thank you.
Head Coach April Jauregui, I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.